Hello everyone, today we're playing some Dying Light. I have just discovered that while I do have access to the Korok machete, I do not have any of the other developer blueprints. This one took quite some time, and the one that I'm about to show you is also going to take a rather long time to get. But from the tower, go all the way over here. Whoa, not that far. Right there. There's a small island right around there. It's gonna be a decent little swim, but I think you'll find that it's quite worth it if you're early in the game. I do not recommend, however, if you have been playing for a little while, you might wonder, it is kind of okay. While it does have decent power, it does not have much else. I believe it's that one. $78 meters. Well. And if you're curious how to easily maneuver in the water, I hate to say it, but it took me this long to realize you can just press the jump button to swim up. I don't think there's a down button while swimming without looking down, but you know, it's better than nothing. That said, I think we've made it. Yes, we have. Now, this is a one-of-a-kind weapon, and you cannot get this exact one again. And as you can tell, I'm pressing and holding the button. It takes some time. Quite a bit of time, actually. But even if you happen to use it and damage it, if you have the power attack skill, then you can still have some fun with it. Because for some reason it seems to have a much higher knockback rating than other weapons. We're making progress, it's just very, very slow. But that's the case with most of the developer weapons. The Korok machete, you had to kick up a toolbox. Probably about, I want to say it was like 600 or 700 times. I sat there kicking it for a solid, somewhere like 2 to 5 minutes. I can't even remember where it is, but It took me a while. I first came across it on my own and kicked it and kicked it and kicked it. Thought it was some kind of glitch that it didn't want to open. And then all of a sudden, I got super curious about it and went back, looked it up, why it wouldn't open, and the answer was you had to kick it so many times that most people would just give up. So and yes, the Quirk Machete is probably the best weapon you can get early on. And its cost is not that high. So you don't have to do much. By the way, when you actually retrieve this sword, you get a free level. Come on. Now you have to wait if you want the blueprint. I'm not sure why it takes this long, but it does. And if you don't watch it, you'll actually catch yourself on fire, so stay far back as you can. It seems like it didn't give me a level, but it's for your survivor rank, honestly, so it's something that you can do early on for an extra survivor rank, but if you're really struggling with getting that last level and don't want to go through the grinding that like I did, you could just come here at level 24 survivor rank and do this. It takes about 2-3 minutes. And free level. Now, I would test this out, but it's a one-of-a-kind weapon, and Collector Brain says no. Because once it's damaged, it looks like crap. But I will show you, however, what it looks like, what it does. Well, maybe not so much what it does. It also has a neat feature. It might be just a feature of the two-handed swords in general, that when you get close to an enemy, he draws back. That's not me swinging. I really don't want to damage this too much. But as you can see, it's pretty strong. Not the strongest. What is the damage? 321. But as you can see, the issue is the durability is 7. It has a high value, but what's the point in bothering? Now, the other version has even worse durability. And it requires bolter tissue. So, I do not recommend using either of them unless you need that extra power early on. But you do you. I've given you the information. But I think the Korok machete is vastly superior. It has higher damage and durability. Oh, I do apologize. I don't know if you guys heard that, but that felt oof. Ouch. Give me. Really? Only 5? Then what's the point of eating if it only heals you 5 points? I've gotta turn this on. Hey, medkit. Might as well use it. I've got a nice 200 health. Something that I wish I had much earlier on. Specifically during that scenario with the arena.
That was a close call, my friend.
Well, how about you get out of here before you have another close call? Honestly, the difference in being able to run without consuming stamina is absolutely insane. I love it, but I wish it would have been accessible much earlier on. It really... They really made you wait for it. Hey, we're almost there. Question is, what do I want to put the points into? One-handed weapons only get increased by 0.4% damage. Let's face it, I want the bow. Ooh. Sorry, snap, crackle, pop day for me. Rice Krispies was my money. I'm advertising for you. Every day that I wake up. I say that jokingly, but like, this is not a paid thing. I really wish it were. Look, if I wake up and snap, crackle, pop, potentially break a few joints, you know, I feel like, at that point, I'm owed a little something. And while I do say this jokingly, in all seriousness, there have been plenty of times I've woken up, stretched, and had like 3 or 4 different spots on my body just pop. Sometimes very painfully. So, yeah. Who needs stamina at this point in the game? Health, maybe. Regeneration, yes. Healing efficiency, eh. unarmed times 15? Hold on. Hold on. I've got to look into the details of this. You can do a 375 multiplier eventually with that. And your fists typically do 5 damage from the start without any perks. That's a lot when you think about it. So 375 times 5. Quite a bit. Roughly, I would say... Oh wow. You could actually get about 1500 damage from that. Maybe a little bit more. Probably around 15 to 1800 damage. With just your fists. That's... At that point, why even use weapons? Unless you need to fight stronger enemies. The real things I'll end up focusing on are the bow, firearms, health regen, maybe throwing weapon damage. I don't know if that's going to work with grenades. That sucks. That really sucks. But currently we've got a nice... You might as well say the base weapon, or the base bow, gives you about 240, 250. This will give you a nice 40% damage boost. My bow is... What the heck keeps happening to my bow? Is it only when it's equipped? Have I been losing my bow? No, no. I haven't. So what the hell? What's the point in giving it durability when it never breaks? What's the point in giving it anything when the things don't ever stick to it? Sorry, it's a little infuriating. I've wasted multiple weapon mods on the bow. All for them to just up and vanish. So adding 40% damage to that will give me a nice 336. Not the best, but it's much higher than
You won't find
a lot of weapons. It's even higher than the EXP caliber.
better stuff anywhere else.
I will be putting that away. You can put the Juggernaut away. Dark Machete. I mean, it's good, but I see no... I do see point in this. Big point. Give me. 2,550. Hey. That's actually pretty darn good. I think I'll go with that because it's semi-auto. And it's going to hold more ammo than the double barrel. The double barrel will obviously have a better reload rate. But the frequency is going to make the difference anyways, so... I'll keep the gold version of that, though. Just for the sake of it. Pal, you have been really stocking me up. And I appreciate that. Alright, what we're going to do is... Well, simply put, I know it's gonna be a little obnoxious, but I do want to... Hello, what are you? No, I think I'm good on that. I do want to do that, but first things first, I actually want to go explore that and familiarize myself with the layout of the area. Well, you didn't have to climb it. This girl is... You get the idea. I do not want to get demonetized. Okay, I'm trying. But that joke was too good. It was too good to resist fully. See? The guy blew up over it. Honestly, sounds like some of the people I hang out with. They can't handle a bit of fun. Would you me? I'm not interested, ma'am. How far? Oh, not that bad, actually. There are runners that potentially want to have me for a snack. I'm just sitting over there and I don't like it. Ooh, fencer, I'll take it. Hi. Huh. He was holding a weapon, right? Yeah. It's a low-level weapon, but... meh. Is there an... oh! Nope, 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 nope. I still got hit with that. How? I wish there were more of those right here. But I don't have the time to stop it. Not thoroughly, at least. Oh, it's this location. So, this is the area I need to look. Hello. Thank you. Odd that the statue was holding a statue that was holding a statue. But hey, I will not complain. Why I can only harvest these at night is beyond me. But I won't complain too much about it. I don't know how badly this area swarms at night. So it's probably for the best that I do a little bit more research before giving it a shot. Not what I meant to do, but okay.
On a deal.
Okay. I'll do some quick research on the area and see how that goes. But all that's gonna have to wait for the next episode. I hope you all enjoyed watching, and have a wonderful day. Until next time.